All righty, Tina. It has been a pleasure speaking with you thus far. Of course, we went over the role once again and what the duties entail. Tina, with that, I would love for you to let me know a little bit further about your professional experience. On your resume, you have transferable skills, right? You have worked as an office assistant for about 2 years. You've also worked as a medical secretary for about a year now. So I would love for you to kind of let me know a little bit further as far as your professional experience.
So with the office experience, I worked at the college while going to school there. I basically worked in the enrollment department, assisting the enrollment specialist. I would check in the students as they came in, answer any questions, help them register for the college. I also did faxes, copying, I did the mail, I would put up any flyers, do the bulletin boards, things like that. Um, and then in the medical office, I have been doing the insurance stuff, like verifying the eligibility of the patients coming in, make sure that their insurance is up to date, that their primary doctor is our doctor's office, and then I was also doing billing claims, going over the bills before they got sent out and billing them out as a claim. And then if it came back with any errors, I would fix those errors and put it back out.
That sounds perfect. Now, you have that exposure to working with insurance companies, working for getting the reimbursements as well. So that's a really great transferable skill there, Tina. I can only imagine that in your roles as working as administrative assistant or office assistant, you had a lot of multitasking with that. So tell me, how did you keep yourself organized?
I'm actually a very organized person. I'm a very punctual person. Um, I like to color code a lot of things so that I can keep things separated. When I was in college, I would have separate folders for separate things, um, labeling things, keeping everything separated. I'm very, very organized.
That sounds perfect. And you mentioned that you handled phone calls. Did you handle those high call volumes on a day-to-day basis? Or what was that? What did that look like, handling calls?
I mostly did outbound calling to the insurance companies, or to the patients as needed. The insurance companies, of course, if I wasn't able to verify the insurance on the websites, I would then call the insurance company and talk to them directly to see whether their benefits were still up to date. And then with calling the patients, I would call them and let them know if their primary doctor wasn't one of our doctors, and that they needed to change it and how they would do so.
Okay, that sounds perfect. So you were able to navigate through the systems to be able to get in contact with the point of contact. And I can only imagine that you use so many systems. Do you recall what systems that you are familiar with or that you have
Um,
used?
I have used Excel. I have used Athena One, which is a hospital program. I have used Meditech, which is another hospital program.
Sure.
I'm familiar with Microsoft Word from college and from in the work experience. Um, those are the things I'm most fluent with.
Perfect. And have you had to send out emails at all, receive emails? Are you comfortable with that as well?
Yes, yes, I
Composing
have done
emails?
both.
That sounds perfect. And Tina, tell me, what skill sets do you feel as though you have that sets you apart from other candidates who are applying to the same role as you?
I'm very punctual. I'm very on top of things. Organized, of course. Um, I'm trying to think. Just organized, very on top of everything as they come in, following up with things, making sure that I follow back up to, make sure things were done. If not, then I will make phone calls again just to stay right on top of everything.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. So tell me, what what are you looking forward to getting out of this role?
Um, just more experience, learning, growing within a company. Um, just learning everything that I can and more knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's always good to remain a student, is what I say, so that you can
Yeah.
always have someone there to provide you with expansion with knowledge. I think that's the best thing you can do is always remain a student in wherever environment that you're set in place. Um, Tina, do you have any vacation time coming up at all that we should know about? Next 90 days or anything?
Um, I do have a special needs child, and sometimes, because when you work a Monday through Friday job, doctors'
Mhm.
offices are not open on the weekends, of course. And I'm a single parent, so and I don't have anybody to help me, and of course, no one can sign for him medically except for me. But other than that, I really don't have anything coming up.
Okay, yeah, and then we can touch base as far as those appointments. Are they like on a weekly, monthly basis? Would we be able to have like a notice as far as the date for the appointments?
Yes, I always make sure that I put in ahead of time, like, my son has a doctor's appointment coming up. I need to have this day off because sometimes I have to go to Orlando or to Jacksonville if it's a specialist. And of course, that's a drives there. It's time sitting there, then actual see the doctor, then the drive home. So it kind of takes a whole day when you have to go to Orlando or Jacksonville for a specialist.
Absolutely, that makes perfect sense to me here. Tina, when are you able to start a new role?
I can start a new role within the next 2 weeks. Of course, I'd have to give a notice to my current place.
Sure. So we would say perhaps would it be January 20th?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. All righty, Tina. It has been a pleasure speaking to you once again. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and then you and I will continue speaking off that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.